Welcome to LSB Feaster's Radio Aircheck and Classic TV channel.
Life in Iraq hasn't changed that much with
Right.
all this going on.
Because they're used to it.
Well, they're not so used to it, especially not in Baghdad. Baghdad was never involved in any kind of war during that whole Iran-Iraq thing. It's not like Beirut.
Yeah. We got to kill Saddam Hussein. He's got to be put out of his misery.
Well, I don't know how he could be running around reviewing the damage without being shot.
Yeah. What's going on over there?
But we don't have troops there. We just send in planes.
Scud missiles. So
But,
there's no report of American...
airport?
What about... Wait a second. You gave me the American casualties. What about the Iraqi casualties? Do we have any idea how many...
No reports on that. They're still waiting for pictures and stuff to tell them exactly how much damage they did.
Mhm.
They tried to stay away from civilian populations, but they don't have any reports now as to how many military casualties the Iraqis suffered. They're just telling us that they knocked out missiles and they knocked out airports and airfields, and they did actually get into some dogfights up in the air. Now there are reports coming in that some Iraqi planes did leave the ground and engage the Allied planes in warfare.
And did we blow them out of the sky?
There are no reports about that. Just that some Iraqi air pilots did engage.
Really?
Yeah. But there's also a report that a bunch of ground troops, Iraqi ground troops, are headed toward Egypt to surrender or defect or whatever you want to call that.
Cool.
So
We'll take them.
it'll be one of those things where it'll be a day-to-day kind of situation for a while.
You do get the feeling that the Iraqi people really aren't, they're sort of being held hostage, too, by this madman. Because probably half their troops are ready to get the hell out of the army.
Well, there you go, jumping to conclusions again.
Emotionalizing the Iraqi dogs. You're right. Shouldn't let that happen. I almost broke down. Good thing you reminded me.
They spent an awful long time fighting those Iranians.
A lot of people have questions about the war. This is Ask Howard.
I was going to say, we haven't even talked to anyone today.
No, and a lot of people need comforting.
Were you one of the people who cried when you heard?
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
I'm going to cry if those are the only two girls showing up at the Super Bowl party that we interviewed today. You're on the air.
How you doing?
Hey, that was cool. David Lee Roth really spending some time with us.
Hanging out.
Not running out of here.
Cool.
That was cool. He's a good guy. Because a lot of rock stars, they don't bother.
Don't have time.
Yeah. Too busy for us.
I'm like ahead of you.
In fact, some of them don't even plan any radio interviews in their publicity tour.
Most rock stars now, they just kiss MTV's ass and that's it. They don't know how to kiss radio's ass. I'm not going to listen to you listening to your radio, pal. You blew it with me. You're on the air.
Hi. You like David Lee Roth?
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy, and I like his music, too.
I think, you don't think Eddie Van Halen has more talent than him?
I don't see Eddie Van Halen putting out any solo albums.
Yeah, but David Lee Roth doesn't write all his material.
Well, no one does. Everybody collaborates.
When Van Halen was together, Van Halen wrote the material.
Right, they wrote...
Yeah.
You don't think Eddie wrote it all himself, do you?
Yeah, but the guys in the group did. Maybe.
Right, so he was in the
David
group.
was in the group.
Let's face it, when was Van Halen at its greatest?
Oh, yeah, I mean, that was the best when they were together, but...
Of course.
He's a good guest, though. He's a pretty funny guy.
Yeah, we dig him.
You know what this is? When they divorced, he went with Van Halen.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah.
Oh, you became Van Halen's friend, huh?
Yeah, one of those, I guess.
Eddie's a pretty good musician, man, but he's got too much baggage.
Yeah, all right.
The guy can't have a group if the guy wants to sit home on his ass all day and drink.
I think Barry...
And be in rehab. David's out there trying to work and get out in front of the people. That's what he got in the business for. You got Eddie sitting home drinking.
Yeah.
And trying to work out his personal problems
Well,
with his wife.
I ain't got no problems with...
Right? Wasn't he an alcoholic?
Oh, he's been to rehab I don't know, maybe 3-4 times, trying to get that straightened out.
David will have a cocktail, but he got it under control.
Yeah. Well, Valerie's pretty hot, I think. I don't got no problems with her. I don't think she's the bitch you guys are saying she is. But maybe not, I don't know. But, so, wait, what happened with the girls this morning? I didn't catch that.
Well, we're lining up the girls. What it is, we got sidetracked with David Lee Roth in the war, you know. We had a lot going on. But
So you didn't get to interview?
no, we interviewed the girls, and we're going to interview more girls.
All right, so I'll have to tune in.
We'll have to do that tomorrow. Tomorrow I got a bunch of girls lined up for the Super
More
Bowl party.
girls.
I better get some more
I
also.
hope it goes better than today.
Yeah.
It was kind of uncomfortable for me
Me too.
with you berating the girls.
Yeah.
Some of your viewers
What?
to the Super Bowl.
Sorry?
Some of your listeners. Hold a raffle so some of your listeners could go to the Super Bowl.
Right.
Right? No?
Nah, no way.
All right. Because it sounds like fun.
Well,
Are you going to videotape it for your show?
Why don't you just have your own Super Bowl party? Get together with your pals.
Yeah, I don't have a radio show to get
You can't get the same girl.
Yeah, you get a couple of bucks together, you can get some massage girls.
Oh, I know that, but you need more than a couple of bucks.
I know what you mean.
But are you going to videotape it for your TV show? Some of it?
Nah.
No?
I'm not going to videotape that. I might,
He says it inhibits people.
yeah.
That's all right.
Guys don't want to take their pants off and get a massage when there's cameras on them.
You got to remember, mostly married guys.
Yeah, we're married guys.
Put a hidden camera.
Why?
TV.
So I can be caught having a massage?
Evidence for the wife, huh?
Nah, I always behave myself.
Yeah.
I have a good time, but I behave myself.
I don't know. The pictures might be
Incriminating. Yeah, the
little
pictures.
damaging.
Yeah, right. The pictures always look bad. You know what I mean? Nothing's really going on, but the
doesn't
picture.
matter. Look at that
Right.
picture.
My wife sees someone just touching my back, she gets a little upset. But she doesn't see any pictures.
Well, she's your wife, I mean.
All right, man. Thanks.
Once I looked at him funny, she got upset.
Exactly. She got upset over that story I told. You're on the air. You're on the air. Any questions about the war? You're on the air. I wish I could have been up at the station last night consoling Meg over the war.
I'll tell you, that's some wife you got. She thinks everybody wants you.
Oh, don't they?
Hey, Howard.
That must be some delusional state to be in.
I know. I try to explain to her nobody wants me. I've got her convinced.
That's a great scam you got going.
Yeah. She should know better. You're on the air.
Yeah, hi, Howard. I was wondering, why do you think CNN was the only network able to have actual reporters in Baghdad during the bombing?
Because Ted Turner's a traitor. He probably supports Saddam Hussein. That's why.
Maybe he sent a picture of Jane Fonda with her new breast to,
Yeah, he probably sent us some pictures. I don't know about that. CNN wasn't the only
No,
ones.
the other people had reporters there, but he might be right about Baghdad itself.
I don't know why. That's a good question.
yeah.
Robin will research that for tomorrow's show.
Yeah, I wonder if you heard about the other night, Morton Downey Jr. was on Rick D's show. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, he was saying, oh, if they want me, I'll go over right now and entertain the troops.
Oh, please.
What could he possibly entertain anybody with?
I know, I've heard the album.
He's so pathetic.
Yeah.
Was he singing again?
I've invited him on this show many times, and he goes, not now, because he's always wanted to come on. Now I find him interesting, now that he has no job. So he says, no, I have nothing to promote. So, okay. So stay off.
It was interesting, though, at the end, he was, like, waving to the audience, and he went out to the audience, and he started handing out these little cards to people in the first row of the audience. I'm wondering, what he's,
Those are free drink cards.
probably, or maybe it's something going on, investment or a gold mine or something. Who knows?
Yeah, he's selling gold to the audience. That's a good one. He's probably back to selling gold to people and taking their life savings. Thank you.
Yeah, okay,
Right.
right.
Little line problem there.
Yeah. He was calling from Iraq. I don't
Should have
know.
asked him about the war.
I don't know why Ted Turner actually, I was kidding around before, but I don't know why he has a reporter in Baghdad.
Well, I'll tell you, that CNN has been quite a boon to him
Yeah.
because it infiltrated the rest of the world. Our regular networks are only here,
Yeah.
but CNN went worldwide, so that's about the only American news the Soviets see. Even Saddam Hussein would get on TV and say, I watch CNN, I know what's going on in your country. He just went everywhere, and that's given him quite a little cachet.
Would you want to be in Baghdad as the reporter?
No. Now, why someone let him strand them in a hotel in Baghdad is another question.
Really? Can we? We can't call that Baghdad Hotel.
Why?
Because Gary says you get some goofy message when you call.
Hello, we are being bombed.
It's something like there's a crisis going on, so we can't get through. Tell you one thing, there could be a nuclear war in this country, our phone lines would be up. I suppose one thing about foreign nations, they can never get that together. Any little crisis that goes on, they can't keep those phone lines up.
Due to an emergency situation in the country you are calling, your call cannot be completed at this time.
Who's it sound like? Oh, I think I called his car.
And there's an emergency situation in the
Due to an
car.
emergency situation in the country you are calling, your call cannot be completed at this time.
Well, how does CNN get through?
Yeah, good point. Well, they get through on the satellite. How do the people in Iraq call the Jessica Hahn hotline if they have no phone lines?
Might be a drop in revenue.
Yeah, I hear the take is a little off this month. That's where the bulk of the calls come in from. They want to know the real story. The real Jessica. Let's ask Howard.
Yeah, I was wondering, don't you worry that Saddam Hussein has like some giant nuclear missile hidden somewhere and he's not going to pop it out until we release all our bombs?
Yep. I'm afraid. I'm not afraid of something like that. I'm afraid of like terrorism. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the way like he's not fighting back right now, like
Right.
he's got some kind of plan,
Nah, he's got no, because he's got no, I told you from the beginning, this, they were carrying on a little too much. This guy's a third world, it's a third world nation. They have no army. Their army's a bunch of cowards. What do cowards do? They hit you, they're terrorists.
Well, he doesn't have terrorists in his country. He says he has people around the world.
Yeah, that's the point. He's going to unleash those guys. And all of a sudden, like, some bad things will be happening, like at the airports and stuff.
Well, how come he's not doing it now?
You can't get it together right now. The phone lines are down.
They said some of the tanks and stuff could be sitting out in the desert with no orders whatsoever because they did knock out their communications pretty badly.
I mean, this is real, I think they got the whole public worked up that this is going to be a bloody war and stuff so that everyone would get behind it and we'd commit a lot of troops and stuff. But if we are having trouble with their army, we got a serious security problem in this country. If we can't beat these guys in 3 days, we're learning a good lesson then.
Well, let's see.
Right.
It's only day one.
How many days would I predict, Robin?
You said 3.
That's right. And one of those days will be just for cleanup.
So only 2 days of fighting is what you're saying.
Yeah. In other words, Saddam Hussein isn't the sort of mad genius that everyone had him painted to be, like he had some master plan. He's as confused as Baba Booey back there in the office.
He's Baba Booey with a uniform.
Right. He's Baba Booey with a little bit better mustache.
Where is he hanging out right now?
Where is he right now? In the back office, where he always is.
Not Baba Booey. I think he's talking about Saddam Hussein.
Oh, him? I don't know where he is. Baba Booey, I know where he is. He's reading the newspaper with his feet up.
Because if we knocked out all his communications, how does he, tell his generals what to do?
From the Baba bunker. Baba Booey.
I see.
What's the matter with you? Now, what he does is he's got like...
But that's what they were saying. One of the reasons they thought they may not be getting any retaliation was because the troops, they can't act without orders over there.
Right.
If you act without orders, that's risking death.
Right.
There's no such thing as a military commander saying, our ground communication has been cut off, let's go.
Right, there's no improvisation.
No.
No room for that. No Rommel of the desert.
They got to wait for orders. So
Right.
they were sitting there because there was nobody to talk to.
And you know why that exists? You're probably asking yourself why that exists, right, dude?
Oh, yeah.
Well, the reason that exists, let me explain everything to you.
Okay.
Because you're not going to get this on TV. We know that, except it's Channel 9. It's the only TV that'll have us. You're not going to get this on real TV, this kind of analysis. See, Saddam Hussein is so afraid of his own army that they're going to overthrow him, that he has literally made it so that his own generals have no control over, over the army. He's the supreme commander.
Yeah, but aren't they afraid of him?
Yeah, but he's got them under all control. In other words, if he sees anybody improvising out there...
Yeah, if one of those commanders were to say, look, we're going without orders, somebody in the troop would shoot him.
Right. You dig?
Yeah.
Because otherwise Saddam Hussein's afraid. What if the guy goes, okay, let's turn around and get Saddam Hussein?
Right.
Ah, what am I explaining to you for? Go home and watch your cartoons. Nut. You're just paranoid.
You don't think there's any big nuclear weapon he's got stashed away,
No.
like that guy said?
No, the Israelis took care of their nuclear arsenal. They blew up something a couple of years ago. I remember
They
that.
didn't take care of a nuclear arsenal, Howard. He
They
didn't
took care of
have a
that
nuclear-
mine they had going there, where they had the plutonium or something. Come on, what do you want me to get specific? You're going to judge me on every little thing? What am I, Peter Jennings, all of a sudden?
I mean, you know.
What am I addressing the world of nations?
You said it was Ask Howie.
Yeah, well,
At least give the right information.
exactly. Ask Howie. Think about it. Who you asking? Am I a professor? Yo, ask Howard about the war. Or if you're girls who want to come to the Super Bowl party. Either question will be entertained. Hello?
Hello, Howard.
Yes.
I want to know, what do you think they'll do to Saddam if they catch him? And just want to say Fred Norris is the greatest. Those two.
That's not necessary.
Well, I think it is. But no, what do you think they'll do with him?
Why do you think Fred's the greatest? That's what I want to know.
You have to
Very
question
creative,
him.
Yeah, if you're going to ask those kind of questions and make those kind of statements.
I just think he's very talented. And he's very underrated.
I suppose you'll say the Turtles are great next.
No.
What does Fred do? Could you tell us?
Yeah, why do you think Fred's so great? Why is he underrated?
I just think I don't know, the way he works the sounds and everything.
You think that requires great talent?
Yeah. He knows when to add them in at the right time.
That's one button he controls.
Well, I appreciate
I
that.
guarantee you could do the same thing.
I appreciate
I could train you in a week.
Howard, this is a sound man,
All right.
and he appreciates Fred, so
Fred's voices are good. I'll give him
that
that.
too.
Some of them.
he's into sound. That's all there is to it.
That's all.
All right. Now, what was your question?
What do you think they'll do with Saddam when they catch him, if they get him alive?
You don't think he'll be assassinated?
I believe they will not get him alive. All right.
Okay.
Will he be assassinated?
I don't know.
Will he be assassinated by his own people or by us?
By somebody. I just
Yes.
wonder if he's going to survive this or if he'll be killed.
I would say that he'll be killed. I don't believe that he'll be brought to trial or anything. As we bring him to trial, he'll be in a country club prison.
Well, somebody said last night that they thought maybe he would be exiled to Libya or something like that. Nobody in the world would care if they just took him over there.
No. We got to go in and get him. If we don't, we're making a crucial error.
That's all. I got to go.
All right, very good. One last question, Robin?
Sure, why not?
All right. We're doing special war coverage. We don't normally go this long, but it's been a very busy and active day.
More information on the desertions I was telling you about.
Yeah.
It says 50 Iraqi tank crews in Kuwait are headed for Egypt
See?
to give themselves up.
Your question on the war? Thank you. Ooh. Question on the war?
Howard,
Yes.
how are you? Listen, I have another question. Whatever happened to Susan Berserkowitz?
She started a broadcasting school.
She started a broadcasting school.
You know, we tried to get her for your birthday show, but she was going to be out of town.
Doing what?
I have no idea. You know, she's always traveling with that school of hers.
Like a school of fish. She's constantly on the move.
And a leader of Saudi troops in the multinational force battling Iraq says an Iraqi base that launched that attack against the Saudi oil facility I was talking about earlier,
Yeah.
they've been destroyed.
Good. Kick their butts.
Kick their ass.
That's right.
How old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
27. Third group.
You're lucky. You're going to probably get to go over there.
Mike came to me this morning. He goes, Robin, I'm very worried. I was watching TV last night. I could go.
It's not going to be any big war.
Gary.
Yeah.
Breath will take care of,
Baba Boo.
They should have just flown him over. He's like a chemical weapon.
His breath. His tear gas.
Do you think this no retaliation is a prelude to something big?
You know, it's almost like they're trying to make us feel bad or something. But I just think they're incompetent.
Well, the experts are saying they can't believe this.
I know.
They can't believe there's been no response.
Because I think you're incapable. I mean, I think that they're that
First of all, they
confused.
can't believe, we said we expected some element of surprise to be there launching the attack when we did. But this is ridiculous.
So what do they say, that Hussein maybe just thought that this would never occur?
Yeah, that he's totally caught off guard, totally surprised.
He thought that his knowledge of America was that they were cowards and would never go to
Never
war.
strike.
And meanwhile, there's a cruise missile going right into his backyard.
They
Well,
said they got one of his houses.
Great.
did they?
Wasn't in it.
They blew up one of his houses?
That's what I heard in some reports last night.
There's jungle gym in the back for his kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, got the swing set.
Yeah. The swing set was left standing, I understand. Good.
Too much.
Blew up his stupid house. Stupid geek. What a jerk. He deserves it.
Yeah. He's
He deserves it. He's evil.
he's rotten.
He's a rapist.
All right, let's talk about something really important.
Super Bowl party?
Oh, God, I wish I can go. Can you invite
So does Ronnie, the limo driver.
What's that?
You and Ronnie ought to hang out
Can I be
together.
your new limo driver?
No, we worked it out this morning.
That's good.
All right, go ahead.
Sandy Von Korn. Good friend of mine. Actually, her ex-boyfriend that they were talking about, that she was about to get married to, it was my best friend. I grew up with her. Grew up with him.
Well, this is kind of
Does that
personal.
matter? Who cares?
Yeah, it's not.
Sorry.
We've got a war going on.
I know. Who cares?
Sandy Von Buttcorn. All right, thanks,
All right,
man.
Howie, have a good one.
All right, bye.
Bye.
I like answering questions about the war, Robin.
I see. You're really getting into it.
Yeah, it's kind of fun, isn't it? Want to do more?
Why not?
Fred, we're rolling commercial free, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. You're on the air.
Howard,
Yeah.
how you doing?
Come on.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Well, if Robin is a nurse, how come she's not going to go over and help?
Oh, be serious.
Why?
Oh, come on. I'm not gonna, come on, I want real questions. Stupid question.
Hello?
You're on the air.
Yeah, how you doing?
Everybody's trying to be cute now,
What do you think about this mother of all wars thing?
What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't understand.
You know, Saddam Hussein saying this is going to be the mother of all wars.
Yeah, well, for him, in terms of our history, it's nothing.
I heard he's training his troops how to sell Slurpees.
All right. I could see we could have no serious discussion.
No. But seriously, do you think that I heard that if they can release like anthrax into the New York subways or something, and within 3 minutes all the different subway lines will be contaminated?
We'll have hoof and mouth disease.
Well, his people will pay if they do that. Yeah, and who cares? That only affects sheep.
I did see a report come over just a few minutes ago that all of the hourly parking lots over at the Newark airport have been closed because of the crisis.
Really?
Yeah.
All of because they're afraid someone will...
Hourly parking, not long-term parking.
Right. Long-term parking is available. What is would you understand the...
I don't know
Logic?
what that meant, no.
Last night there was a whole bunch of ambulances and things cruising down Broadway. And did you hear all that stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know. But maybe they were just...
Well, were people looting?
Well, there was a huge, like, 2,000 person parade that went down downtown. But I think that maybe they were just trying to head off anything, down by the UN.
Tomorrow I'm going to call Kuwait, the Kuwaiti embassy again.
All right.
Get
Well, let
that
me
all
tell you,
worked out.
here's what's happening at the airports. They're all under special alert today, all three in our area. And under the new rules, there will be no curbside check-in.
Yeah.
And unattended vehicles left in restricted or no parking areas will be immediately towed away. Unattended baggage will be investigated immediately. Signs will be posted in terminals alerting patrons not to be duped into taking packages for strangers. And travelers should allow at least an extra half hour.
Why don't we make all foreigners walk instead of letting them in the airport, period? Anybody who doesn't have a legitimate right to be in this country just can't get into an airport. What's wrong with that? We are at war.
What do you mean a legitimate
Well,
right? What is a legitimate right?
An American citizenship.
Well, we have
back in-
Americans from all over the place.
Back in, what is it?
You know what I mean, but these foreigners,
Yeah,
the
but
ones
back
that talk that don't know how to speak. To me, an American is someone who knows how to speak the language.
Then all of our cab drivers have to give up their cabs.
Yeah, so. I swear to God, I got in a cab the other day. I could have sworn it was like Tariq Azaz, the spokesperson for Iraq.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in 45, the Japanese American citizens were, interned in camps.
Of course. But you have to.
I mean, they were
No,
Americans, so where do you draw the line?
Where do I draw the line?
You're saying
All foreigners should have to walk. That's where I draw the line.
they could hijack a bus.
I'm sorry, we're at war. You want to blow up on a plane? Go ahead. Go ahead, be liberal.
I know last night they were interviewing people in Michigan because they have the largest Arab population in the country.
Yeah.
And this guy was on and saying, most Arabs back the United States, and we just want to make sure everybody knows we're just as American as everybody else here.
Fine. Stay away from our planes.
I think the thing that really pisses me off is when you see the protests for the unconditional withdrawal of Israel from the occupied territories. And
well, you could put Israel on Uranus.
And somebody would object.
Someone would object that they lived there first and that they don't have a right to a homeland. Look, the whole world hates the Jews.
The whole world hates each other. That's the problem.
No, the whole world hates the Jews.
Well,
don't contradict me.
Because they put out quality music like that song that guy sent in.
There you go. I got more songs. I got more
Who is Hussein?
I got more Hussein songs. I didn't get to any of this stuff this morning because we had David Lee here. It would have been hard.
Hey, give Jackie a raise.
Hey, it's not up to us.
Hey, it's not my story.
It's not.
I'm trying to help him, but what can I do?
Well, let me tell you, I go to law school, NYU over here, and it's like the firms, the partners are pulling in like $2 million a year.
Right.
And, times get a little bit tough. So what do? They fire 100 associates. They fire the people who are just starting out. And these people are completely screwed, because they have to take in big money. So
you've got business all backwards. I don't have time to clear up your logic, my friend.
You sound like a socialist.
The partners own the business. They take whatever they want.
There's something about
and if you don't like what you're being paid, then you leave.
Well, I'm talking about being...
Oh, get off!
Now
what
you
a
gotta
nut.
talk him about talk to him about a free society.
Yeah. You want to be like Russia, you'll stand in line for toilet paper all day. Dope. Well, the partners are making all this money, and we don't get anything.
All these guys are screwed.
The owners of the station make so much money. Well, yeah, that's why they're the owners. They get it all. While we're out here busting our ass. It's late, huh? All right, time to wrap up. So anyway, are we going to do complete coverage tomorrow as well, Robin? Or
absolutely. As long as there's a battle going on, we will be here.
I was very impressed, by the way, by that comprehensive report you gave while David Lee Roth was here. That was not easy to do.
I know, when you guys keep jumping off the topic.
Yeah, talking about what's in his pants.
The Scud missile.
Scud missile in his pants. Hey, Dave, is that a Scud missile in your pants? Or what?
Have you modified that warhead?
I imagine your panties are pretty sticky right now,
Get away. Anytime you talk about a guy who's had a lot of women, I don't want him.
That turns you off.
Ugh.
Mrs. David Lee Roth.
And I would never marry anyone, not even David Lee Roth. So, I'm not into that whole thing. Don't believe in it. It's against my religion.
Then explain Tom.
What about Tom? I never said I wanted to marry him. What did I say?
Let me see if I can find the tape. Forget it. Freddie knows where that is.
Fred's got 5 copies.
I never said anything.
All right. We pretty much covered the war, you think?
I think we covered all the information there is.
We didn't get to call Meg. I wanted to do that. I wanted to call Kuwait, but we'll do it tomorrow.
Well, she'll be awake now.
You want to call her now?
It's a good chance of getting her. She wouldn't think it was us.
So crafty.
We're so crafty over there. I wish you were planning the military effort.
They want a sneak attack. Call me.
You got Meg's number? I heard she was pretty broken up about the war.
I don't have
I'd like to talk to someone who's really emotional about the war, like Meg. All right, I'll do it. This is a special day.
A good time. And then we could play it back tomorrow if it's really.
Right, exactly what I'm thinking. Nobody's listening now to Tony Pig anyway. All right, we'll stay on a couple of more minutes just because we want to call Meg. If it wasn't for that, I'd leave. And I got an appointment. I got to go. So.
Want the plugs while we're waiting?
All right, plugs. Jackie Penthouse, Joke Page.
Yeah. Lots of girls coming in tomorrow.
A lot of girls coming in tomorrow? How many?
Well, I'm probably about 4 or 5 just tomorrow, but I could have more. You want to have more coming at once, or you want to spread it out a little?
We can spread it out a little.
Yeah.
Okay, we spread it out a little. Not that much, though. Never look a gift horse in the mouse. In the mouth.
In the mouse.
I like the look of it in the mouth.
I don't know if you guys are handling this right this year. I know you made sure to get dancers and massage girls last year, and I don't know what you're doing. It sounds like
a free-for-all.
You're all confused.
Listen, just let 20 girls come and do what they want.
Hey, there's a war going on, Robin. It's hard to really keep your mind on the Super Bowl party. If there's some confusion, you can understand. Come on, honey. You think Meg will mind calling? She's
discussing a sensitive subject with you. She should have no problem.
She's done it before, and it's always turned out really well.
Always to her advantage.
She seems to enjoy talking to us. Probably got the machine on, and she's not going to come to the phone.
Peace.
Meg, it's Howard and Robin.
We want to talk.
Want to talk about the war.
We're all feeling pretty bad, Meg.
Robin, please. Come on. Or just come on the air. You said you would last time we spoke.
Pick up the phone.
You can always hang up on me if you don't like what I'm saying.
Come on. I know you're standing over in a corner afraid of the phone right now.
Yeah. There's no war here. We're not at war with you. Come on, Meg. You told me you'd pick up if I ever called you. You're a woman of your word.
Please.
Come on. Hey, Steve, you there? She still with him?
Nobody knows.
Last time we checked.
Steve, you there? It's Howard and Robin.
I got to change my phone message to peace, just like that.
Don't make fun.
Oh, stop it. I like that.
I'm trying to get Meg on the phone. Make fun once she gets on. I wonder if Steve's Scud missile is in action. Meg, come on.
Oh, sure.
Pick up. I only wish I had been with Meg last night when the war broke out.
Oh,
hello?
ran out of time.
That wasn't even like a running out of time thing. Usually it beeps again.
No, mine does that too.
I thought maybe she just, lifted the receiver.
She might have. She might have been in no mood to joke around.
Hey, as soon as you talked about his Scud missile.
Yeah, I think that's what did it.
Hung up on.
I really don't want to joke around about it. I want to know what she's thinking. All right, I want to joke around about it.
Oh, stop it.
All right, we got to get out of here. I'm ready to pass out. I'm exhausted.
All right.
These marathons. We got to start getting off the air at 10 o'clock. How was David Lee? Do you think he was good?
He was great.
A good guest.
He seemed to really enjoy it.
Yeah, well, we thought Richard Harris really enjoyed it, and then we found out later he didn't.
But we know David Lee Roth likes us because he did it once and came back.
Yeah. The only time he got a little bit irritated was when me and Robin started asking him if he knew who we were at war with. He got a little irritated.
I think it's that whole syndrome, like rock stars are kind of stupid. He didn't want that.
Right, big dumb blondes.
Sounded like somebody slipped him a note because it took him a while to get to Iraq.
Well, he wasn't buying into that whole thing. All right, he didn't like the bit.
What was I going to say? There was one interesting move I noticed. He had a couple of different people with him.
He had like 9 guys with him.
And at one point, Gary and I were in the hall standing there talking for a minute, and this guy comes up to Gary and he goes, Gary, I don't know if David has any of these. Could you make sure he gets these? He handed him a pack of cigarettes, just in case. He carries extra cigarettes for Dave.
Dave pays guys to worry about stuff like that.
That's amazing.
And Baba Booey can't do that for me. I don't mean cigarettes,
You don't smoke, Bulls.
Yeah, but... All right.
It's like the guy's trying to kill him.
Hey, want to play a track from David Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't we do that? I like kind of track 9, I think it was. It's sort of bluesy number.
Oh, yeah? I like Little Ain't Enough.
You want to play the single for him?
Yeah.
That's what they want, I'm sure.
Oh, is that what they want?
Yeah.
All right, what's the track? 1?
Track 1.
That ain't it.
I think he ripped off the Moody Blues.
That ain't it, Howard.
Oh, okay. I got the wrong one. Yeah. Now we're rocking. All right, this is David Lee Roth. Title track from the new album, A Little Ain't Enough. Look for the big picture of Satan on the cover. I'm surprised he didn't call this Valerie's yeast infection stunk up the bus.
Oh, man.
You know? Let me start over. I don't want to talk over the guy's
That's
song.
right. But you know I do that anyway.
I know. I'll be doing it too.
I left the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame festivities.
To go up to your room and watch TV.
That's right, till midnight.
You stayed up till midnight? So you'd be aware of everything?
That's right. Wanted to know what was going on.
Cool.
Then got up at 4 and started again.
Jesus, you're a trooper. That's longer than Dan Rather worked last night. All right, we'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the war. And Super Bowl girls. And I think Penn's coming by from Penn and Teller, too.
Oh, I thought you weren't going to have girls in with him.
He's coming in later after the girls leave. Because if he shows up early, I'll kick him out.